professional aim. And let me do something important first before I get my applause. Good morning, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me now? Like I got Verizon. Let's see. All right, so today we're going to talk about challenges and rewards. A male's outlook on relationships. So, as we do DAR, we want it's an open forum. We want to discuss everything in the positive light. Even though we have the negatives or the bad things, we take the bad and we transition to the positive. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to transition from the bad stuff all to the positive. Now we're going to do some of the things I've seen, some of the things I noticed, and some of the things I go through. Now this is just like I said, one man's opinion, one person's opinion, one person's outlook. But I guarantee one person outlook is the same as several others out there. So now what we're gonna do, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about understanding. This is one of the challenges we have, I've seen, I have witnessed, and I'm going through is understanding. When you're in a relationship as a guy, one of the main things we need is I call chill time. You just want to mellow out, relax, think, not think. It's a chill time. Now, me personally, which I told my baby, for some reason, I don't know what it is, I have a special place, and it's actually sitting in the car sometimes. A lot of times it's sitting in the car before I go into the gym, which is supposed to be 5 minutes, turns into about 35 minutes to an hour. So long enough so it's an excuse not to go into the gym, but that's just me. But that time is where I can think, mellow out, just kind of get rid of all my distractions. And guys need to get rid of all the distractions sometimes. You know, we don't want to hear this, that, we may process things a little differently from other people. Hell, from one gender to the other, may process different. So that's why we need a chill time. And which leads me to another challenge we have. One thing, definitely me personally, I don't like, it puts me in a different space. If I walk in the door, or she walks in the door, and I'm hit with a problem or a complaint, automatically done. So now I have to switch my mindset from, hey, I'm home, this is my sanctuary, to like, oh hell, here we got more shit walking in the door. Or why the dishes ain't done, or why this ain't picked up. Okay. How was your day first? And that could be same thing on the reverse side. With understanding. We have to understand your partner's needs, your partner's fears, what concerns they need, what's driving them, or what's hindering them, let's just say. And that's what we gotta understand. We have to get to that point where that true understanding. What drives her? What motivates her? Is it money? Is it family? Is it both? What's bringing her down? Why did she complain when she walked in the door, or when you walked in the door? Let me get understanding. I'll say, okay, maybe all right. I do this certain thing every time, every day. So, or this situation. Let me make the bed up. I ain't gonna make it up great. Let me just spray the sheets out and just spray it a little bit, make it like I did something, and maybe that can kind of ease her mind. And I don't want to hear that. I say, but I don't want to hear that shit. But that is what it is. But that little bit of effort can bring me this much peace. That seed could bring me that plant. And the reward of this, things we make accomplishments, we make goals, where coming home is a great feeling, that's ultimately we want, where our feelings of, oh, I can't wait to get home, I can't wait to see her, or that little kiss, or or wait for her to rub my back, or do whatever that little thing that makes us special to you. When we do that, that's like one of the greatest feelings there is. This is like I said, this is what I'm experiencing, that feeling. But I also had to go through some of these challenges, and I'm still going through some of them. But the rewards always outweighs the challenge, and that's my first thing I'm gonna cover today, was that understanding. So, babe, any comments I need to address?
Mm-mm.
So, as I
be threatening people, get on here and make some comments and questions. I'm just playing, y'all.
but I'm the bully, huh? But I'm the one that's aggressive, huh? Now I'm supposed to be protector? Really?
It's a joke.
Protect me. I'm vulnerable.
Like I said, get on here and make some comments and address your questions. Don't be sending us messages later. I wish I would have said this. I wish you would have talked about that. Right?
Yeah, what you said, baby.
Mm-hmm. But I see it.
And this is why I make the bed up now. Because of that. Anyway. But like I said, it's getting to a place of understanding can lead or take you away from a lot of misunderstanding and issues. And I'm learning this through mistakes. We've always, like the whole saying is a hard head make for a soft ass. I'm tired of having a soft ass. Or I've been through multiple relationships. I don't count. Been through marriages, which I had plenty of part to do with messing up. Marriage. Oh, okay. It was a stutter. I meant to say marriage. I'm just my lips big sometimes, so my singulars come out plural. So my next thing I want to talk about, decision making. This is another good one. This is another challenge. And I still have this challenge. I'm probably gonna still have a challenge for a long time. And that could be even when did you go ahead and just make that decision? Where I don't have to say, hey, what do you think? Or this is what we're gonna do. I'll worry about what you say later. This is there's times we do that. We're gonna have to do that. And then sometimes when we ask the other's opinion, and they're like, go, you make it go ahead, I don't know, do something, because it may be meaningless at that time. It may not be that big of a deal, but it's trying to determine when does it fit in that category. And that's one of the challenges I'm actually still facing. Now, another thing about decision making, I don't know if it's about decision making or whatever, but it's kind of a pet peeve I want to address, that I want to put out in the world and see if anybody else kind of feels the same way. I'm talking to anybody. If I give my mate some advice, or tell her how to do something, or do this like this way, and she brush it off, but somebody else tells her the same exact thing, and she takes the truth, and says, "Oh, I think I should do it that way." Now that's a challenge for me. That's a problem. That's a pet peeve of mine. And if anybody's ever had that issue, let me know. You know, don't ever discount what I say until somebody else say it. I'm not saying do that, but they're just saying, just putting in, that's one of the things I ran into before. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I know you did. I just put, just get some understanding. You know, but on the flip side, when you do make a decision or a decision that you need to consult your partner with, it makes decisions better. You know, men, we have an ego, or guys, we have an ego. I have a big ego. And that big ego will sometimes blind me. You know, having that perfect partner, that perfect for you, I should say, it's gonna help you see that helps me see that bigger picture. You know, or that element that I would normally miss, or I missed, or pull back, and vice versa. You know, these are things that's the best thing about having a partner. They're gonna help you make the right decision. Because at the end of the day, you and your partner's decisions are what's best for the family. It could be right, it could be wrong, but in your heart, you know what's best. You believe to be best for the family, or the couple, or however you want to put it. You know, with that decision making, it's going to be tough, especially at the beginning, because we're not going to agree on certain things, and not agreeing is fine. But when the wind comes in, is when you learn how to come to the resolution of how to make the final decision. You know, it's, you know, that tough one where it's like, okay, we deadlocked. Who wins, or who makes the final word? And that's also going to be another challenge. But the reward is, at the end of the day, I have faith that you're doing what you believe is best. You know, what I ask is always going to ask for her is, believe in me, because I'm going to believe what's for the best. We gotta be a team. You know, if you give me a certain position in your heart, that means you trust me not to do anything stupid, intentionally stupid. I'm gonna do something silly or stupid, but that's inevitable because we're human. But the intentions are what we count on. So
we do have a comment.
Go ahead, put the comment.
Janelle's comment is, it's okay to disagree.
Cheers.
You weigh out the differences, you both win.
Yeah, I like that. You weigh out the differences, you both win. Now, the only thing I would worry about if it doesn't turn out right. Don't be petty. We talked about petty the other day, last week. Can't be petty. You know, that if it's a mistake, it's a mistake. We live with it. We move on. We push past it. Hey, it is what it is. Anything else, babe?
No, I'll just add that I put exactly. It's healthy to disagree and have healthy ways to resolve it.
Okay.
That was my comment.
All right. One thing I want to discuss another time. What is the difference between disagreement and fighting? Or, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I wanted. What is a tit and what is a tap? I guess I don't know. All right, let's go to the next one. This seems to be a big one in recent years to me. Emotional health or mental health. I don't know how you mental health, emotional health, but all that is health. We need inside, look internal. This is something that, you know, a lot of guys wasn't raised with, and I'm gonna say I wasn't one. You know, what is emotion? What is crying? You know, you cry, okay. Like your dad would say, don't bring that. Don't want to hear all that. Go somewhere, or go cry to your mama. You know, things like that. You know, the challenge. Then that's a challenge. So a lot of times you're raised to be hard, too. You know, and I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing, or you gotta find the right mixture. When to, you know, being emotionally stable is the challenge. How do we address these emotions? You know, such as when time to be vulnerable, when not to be vulnerable, when to be that rock, or one time to just to be the pillow. You know, we're men, guys. We are meant, or we are taught to be a foundation. You know, when everything's falling and crumbling, we're supposed to stand strong, and I still believe that we're supposed to stand strong, hold everything together. When but a lot of times these pressures and everything they wear on us. That rock is, it's like erosion. That water is eroding it, and you get to wearing down and wearing down. The next thing you know, we don't know how to handle it after that point.
All them hearts you get back.
It's probably from you.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
You're doing good.
Yeah. Hold on, let me sit up now.
Come on, baby. You're getting them hearts.
Yeah, we get hard. I'm gonna suck my stomach.
Get it, baby.
Stick my chest out. Hold on.
That's what you do, baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's Cassandra.
You see him now?
Yeah, Cassandra said she. All right, so now we can get them going. So now, but when we talk about this emotional stuff, yeah, we want to be hard, but we also finding out when we be do we kind of open up to our others, our partner. We can be. It actually brings us closer. I'm finding out it brings us closer together. We are ego driven, but that bit of emotion can bring me that much closer to her. She wants to see what's driving me, what's my emotion, and that's sometimes that's our that's a challenge to open up in that way. And earlier I stated about wanting to come home and say hey and enjoy to come home to the sanctuary to see her this and that. And, but we can also go flip back to the toxic side. When you're in that toxic relationship, as we talked about last week, when you get in the car and you're coming home from work and you're like, shit, I'm gonna take the long way. I don't feel like getting home right now. I always want to stop and do somewhere else because I don't want to be there. Right? I don't want to be there. That's our emotional health. And that's when that rock really starts getting eroded and we don't know how to fix it. We don't know what to do. That's the craziness. I've been there. Like, shh. Instead of call and say, hey, babe, I'm coming home. We gonna grab some. When we get here, we can grab some to eat. Or babe, I'm about to grab some food. What you want? And what I used to do, I'm gonna grab me something to eat in the car, in the parking lot. Then I go home because you just didn't want to be there.
Not with me, y'all. Not with me. He loved me.
Yeah. And she don't be spending the extra money. And she don't be spending no extra money. Yeah, I'm on a budget.
I'm the budget boss.
Yeah, there's a call for finances on here.
Daniel said, "Hey Kia, hey Marcus, preach."
Yeah, he must have. He understand about that car ride. Yeah. I don't know.
Maurice is here.
All right, Maurice.
He's checking in. That's what's up.
All right, what up, Maurice? You know,
it's his first live.
Is it?
It is.
Well, welcome for the ride.
You remember Maurice from Dana's?
Oh yeah. That's a cool cat. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I likes him. See, I mix it plural because he's big lips. Anyway, on the reward, on emotional health, laughing and joking is a hell of an emotional stability or stabilizer.
Mm-hmm.
When you can come and y'all can laugh.
We do lots of that.
Like, we have our 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. talks, you know, where we'll lay in bed and laugh and talk about stupid shit. You know, she talk and I do stupid shit. But anyway, but it is what it is. It works. That's all that counts. It works.
You talk to.
Yeah, I do talk, but you be laughing at the stupid shit I talk about. But anyway, it works. And that's the reward because it also gives me somebody to vent to. You know, what's going on? How am I trying to handle this? Which goes back to decision making. I feel we need to handle it this way, babe. Let's do it this way. This is what I'm thinking. You know, instead of not always wondering, is this the right way? Is this the wrong way? Is this the way? Hey, what you think? Okay, this also relieves the pressure. And another thing about having that emotional health, it keeps us from making stupid decisions pertaining to ourselves. I just had a discussion yesterday. We're less likely to make stupid decisions pertaining to ourselves when I got somebody to live for. When you got somebody to live for, you kind of like, okay, hold on. It's not just me anymore. How can we be the protector if we ain't there to protect them? Because we made a stupid decision on response that put ourselves in jeopardy, and no longer can protect the one we love. So it kind of makes us make more better decisions, more emotional state. Yeah. You know, because how can we get to a better place if you're still doing stupid? You know, I don't mind sacrificing for her, for the other, for your partner. You shouldn't mind sacrificing. You actually should feel some kind of a reward, a self-reward for, I did it for her, or did it for them. I did it for the family. And that's why we got, that's another way of our emotional health, because giving us something for tomorrow. You know how they say it's always better to give than receive. Giving yourself to me in a relationship, in the way, a lot of times is better than receiving. I'm always gonna give. To me, I try to give more than I ever can receive. I like that. So, you know, this. So,
Janelle said that's part of a healthy relationship, sacrificing.
Yeah, it is part of a healthy relationship. As long as both are doing it. If one's sacrificing and the other's not, it's gonna wear you real quick. It's gonna mess up. That's too many words there. It's gonna mess up. It's not good. But when you experience that is the best feeling in the world. and and you smile, even just stop smile for no reason. Oh man, that is you cannot beat the smile for no reason. And people say, what's wrong with you? Why are you smiling? Why not? What, you want me to frown? I'm gonna smile because I'm happy. I could put the same amount of energy to being happy than I can being mad or upset, and now my life will be a lot longer for me being happy. You about to say something, baby?
I was just gonna say, Janelle said, if both parties aren't, then that's not healthy.
It's not. But the best thing we have to be able to do is recognize that both partners are doing sacrificing, and that's another thing. We miss that. We sometimes miss that they're giving up as much as we're giving up. If it's it could be money, time, emotion, mentality. Sacrifice is not just one thing. It could be a multiple things. Sacrificing is giving something that's dear to you, to me. If it's my time, hell, I may have a 2023 Mercedes out there, and I may decide to give it to her and I can drive my Equinox. That's a sacrifice because I want her to have a better car than me. I want her to be safe. I want her to have something more reliable. That's sacrifice. But you at the end of the day, you like it. End of the day, you say, hey, she's safe. That's all I care about. Or you like seafood. I hate seafood. But we go to a high ass what's that? Lobster tails, crab shack. We can go to a high ass crab shack because you like them high ass crab tails. Or
Shell shack, baby.
Shell shack. Called high as hell shack. All I had was some chicken tenders. Anyway, but I sacrificed for you, baby. All right. So. Let's go to another one. Finance. Finance is always been a challenge for me. Because of what I've seen in my examples, conflicting examples. My dad was a truck driver, so a lot of times he was over the road, and my mom would pay the bills. Shout out to my mom, the Miss Queen of writing a check and knowing exactly which day it's gonna hit the bank. I don't know if anybody about that. You write a check on Tuesday, you know it's not gonna hit till Friday when you get paid. The money will be there. And she'll pay all the bills. But it wasn't until later, as I started getting older and hanging around my dad a little bit more, she might have paid all the bills, but she didn't have all the money. She didn't know where all the money was for a long time. My dad carried 2 wallets. If you ask him for some money, he'll pull out one and say, hey, ain't but a couple dollars in here, and the other wallet have hundreds in it. Like, God damn, the pop. But he would never tell. He had a philosophy. Had always carried for a long time. Had the idea, hey, I'm not gonna. She don't need all the money I have. She don't need to know about all the money I got. And it also translated from him. My dad said to me, he said, hey, don't let your mother fool you. She got money. And a lot of people were taught that women always have a little secret account or secret money stashed aside. But we have to learn to hey, we got to merge money to where we can go from here to up to here, and that's what we're currently trying to currently trying to do now. We merging money, and when you merge money, now we're gonna talk about. I don't think 99.9% of people in America, or relationships in America, everybody don't make the same amount of money. One's gonna make more than the other. One's gonna have more than the other. Then you have to say, okay, how do we make that work? Are we, you put in this and I put in this, and we pay out, and we just pay with this and that, and we'll keep the rest? Or you need to know where all my money is. You need to know where all this other money is, and we put it together. We still put it together, or we have one account we pay the bills at, but you need to know how to get to my other money. Because that's the challenge for me. You know, I gotta tell her my accounts, all my accounts, my passcodes, my passwords. Hell, I can hit my car tomorrow and I can't speak, and she gotta be able to get me, or I'm gonna put you on blast, baby. You may have to whoop somebody one day over me, and I need to get some bail money out because I can't have you in jail.
Now y'all know I am violent free. Violent free. I don't do none of that stuff. See, baby? See? I give kisses, not punches.
But you know.
Oh, Janelle has a question.
Go ahead, Janelle.
Janelle's question is, devil's advocate. Should you have your own account, although there's a joint account?
So I'm not a financial.
That's a couple's decision, right?
Right. I'm not a financial. Well, I'm not a financial expert. Me personally, I don't mind you having your own account. So ideally, I'm thinking for maybe 3 to 4 accounts. You got the bills account, savings account, his account, her account. You know, we got one paying the bills in, the ones you got the savings account for the future, and you know you got your money that you want to do what you need to do with, his money what you need to do with. But I also think in those separate accounts, that his and her accounts, she needs to be able to have access to them, or he needs to have access to them, or something. If you're together, you're trusting her or trusting them. In that, you know, you see what I'm saying? Because
Rick said, "Yep, 4 accounts."
Yeah. So, but you also like I said, you gotta. If I'm gonna give you I'm at the stage. I'm gonna give my all. That means I actually text her one day all my passwords and my usernames. I was like, "Hey, here, some combination of all these will get you everything, just about everything I got." No. If she kept it, I don't know, but she locked it in. But if something ever happened,
you know I kept it.
I bet your ass did too. probably got it locked in on things.
Sure is.
Yeah.
It's all locked in my phone now.
Yeah.
I can just pull it right up.
Yeah. So that 1-800 number don't worry. That 1-900 number, don't worry about it. That was something in my past. But that's what I mean. But you got to get to the point where I'm not trying to keep secrets, but certain things should be yours, certain things should be hers. You know, for instance, if I want to buy you a surprise or a gift, I'm gonna take out my account, and so it can truly be a surprise. If you're looking at all the money that's coming out my account constantly, yeah, you know it ain't gonna be a surprise. It won't be like, ooh. You'd be like, oh, he gonna give me that. You know, especially at Christmas time. You know somebody around gonna get nosy. Like, ooh, what well, birthday, I should say. Birthday time. We like, ooh, somebody go like, what he gonna get me? How much he spent on that? You know, he should spend more on that, or he spent too much on that. You know, I know exactly where you went to.
Usually too much. much, not
Yeah.
too little.
Yeah. You ain't said it last time. Anyway. But 4 accounts. That's I believe. All right. But the reward of it is the trust. The trust that we're gonna take everything we do. We take it home. If I, like I said, if I decided, hey, I'm just going to chill out, and like I said, my lips start working, my tongue start working tomorrow, I could trust that she know how to handle everything, how to find everything, how to get to everything.
Sandra has a good question.
What's the good question?
How often should you look at the separate account? What's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts is, why do I need to look at it really? The separate account? I don't even really need to look at it. I mean, if I have a question about it, I ask you. But why should I look at it? It's your account. If you want to share something with me, share it with me. But I have access to it. But if you have access to it, generally you don't want to look. It's when I try to keep it secret, people want to look. No, let me. I wouldn't never look at it. It's like I'll never ask you how much money you got in the bank. I never ask you how much money you got.
I'm gonna ask you.
I know. That's where we different. Yeah. I can tell you, I ain't got nan.
What you holding?
I got nan.
How much you holding over there?
I ain't got nan. Anyway.
Lies.
Shit. I just try to make miracles, baby. Shit. You expensive sometimes. She's not most of the time. Except when she wants some damn Shell Shack. I don't even put a Shell Shack on blast because I don't eat seafood, so it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I'm not a big advocate to work for your food.
Okay, so your answer to Cassandra's question was you wouldn't check it.
Her answer is.
My answer is I would check it periodically. Whatever periodically is.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna check it to see like what you spent money on necessarily. Like I ain't looking for your swipes, but I am looking to be like, well, how much you got? What you holding? I do want to know. I want to know how much you holding over there.
Okay.
Like I think that shouldn't be a secret. You can see mine.
Okay, well, why don't you just ask?
Because you might not give me the right answer. You might, because sometimes you'd be like, oh, I forgot I had that. I can look at it myself and I can determine how much it is.
But you don't know what I may have coming out. I have some things pending.
I mean, I ain't worried about the stuff that's pending. I want to know what's in there.
I can tell you. I can tell you what it is now. Broke.
Well, stop speaking words like that.
Oh.
We don't speak words.
We don't speak words like that?
No.
Yeah.
Not in this house, we don't.
Yeah, I won't speak then.
We speak words of prosperity and abundance, baby.
Words of prosperity and abundance. Well, come on, Lotto.
Cassandra said, trust Kia. I trust you. I trust you. I got pins and passwords and logins.
Hey, you can have them.
If there's any question, I have access. But to be honest, I haven't checked anything. And I've had access to all of his stuff for months. I don't check nothing. I don't have a reason to. Rick said, so would you be bothered if he checked your account frequently, sis? Okay, yeah, I really was just playing. Everybody took me seriously. No, I was just kidding, y'all. I've literally had access to his stuff for months. I don't check nothing. I don't check a thing. So, no, if I asked him, I would probably ask the question, what you holding over there? What you got? I would. Not necessarily for the purpose of not trusting him, but for the purpose of, let me get the camera because I feel like I'm just over here like,
I was too pretty for the camera.
okay, not for the purpose of not trusting him or, for my own purposes or anything, but I would just, let's say for instance, I wanted us to take a trip and I wanted to cover the flight and the hotel and maybe wanted him, to cover maybe the essentials while we're there. So I may ask him, how much you got over in your savings? But he wouldn't know that's why I'm asking that question. It would be for a purpose like that. Not just to be like all up in his business like that. Because I feel like, he can have whatever he wants in his account. I can have whatever I want in my account. It wouldn't be a secret. It wouldn't be hiding. It wouldn't be a divorce account, a breakup account, like a lot of people say, like this is my escape money. I ain't going nowhere and he ain't going nowhere. So
let me ask you this then. I like to touch back on your example you just gave.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing something like that, planning something like that, and I asked you that same question, would you ask me why? Or would you just
Definitely. I'd be like, why? But that's me. I ask a lot of why questions.
Too much criminal minds, law and order.
That's the legal side of my brain. I ask a lot of why questions. So, but if you said, well, babe, can you just answer the question? I would give you the answer to the question, but I would still be like, but why? But I would answer it.
And you'll probably work your way to the answer, wouldn't you?
Because you wouldn't tell me. But how do you find out if you want to cover the larger parts of the trip and you want them to cover just the small things? Yeah. How do you find out if they have the money?
Right. Now, I hear you. And I
don't want to assume. I'm not going to assume that in your personal savings you have the funds. I don't know what other things you had to take care of. I don't know if you helped your mom get her water heater fixed. I don't know if you helped your brother get his car fixed. I don't know if you helped your stepdaughter do whatever she needs. So I don't make assumptions that you have the money. So in order for me to know if whether or not it's feasible for us to take this trip, I do have to ask that question. Would that be a question I ask every month? No. But on that one trip a year that I've been waiting to take, and I'm like, okay, I'm paying for everything else, and I just need you to pay for our food and our, little things we want to do. Can you afford that right now?
Okay.
And if I find out that you can't, then either I'll cover everything or we'll delay the trip. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I can take that.
That's my answer. I'm out. Bye, y'all.
I can accept that.
I'm producing. Get back to my producing job.
Definitely.
I like being a producer.
You like every man, huh? Just come in every
I'm always in front of the camera. I like being the producer. This is cool.
Because she's doing something else. She's multitasking over here. So, now, with all that being said, one of the things I have discovered, I was trying to do some research, look up certain things. I was about to stutter. Hold on. I was getting happy. I discovered that being in a relationship actually has health benefits. A good, healthy relationship has health benefits. People say just a relationship. Okay, Diamond. All right. So, being healthy, a good relationship, with less stress, that means that you heal quicker. Your immune system is better. You tend to have healthy or better habits. You tend to drink less, smoke less, do things like that to extend your life. Those are some of the great things. Those are health benefits you have in a good relationship. Now, I do have to give a challenge that we have being in a good relationship. One is, I guess the new word I learned about 8 months ago, 9 months ago, relationship weight. You know, we pick up a few pounds being happy in the house with your boo. You know, or in my case, I used to get up at 4:30, 3:00, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Go to the gym and do something. But in them cold nights and a warm body next to me, you be like, damn that alarm clock. And we start doing a little less. Then they start cooking a little bit. Food gets cooked a little bit more.
Sandra said drink less.
We do drink less.
Yeah, that's why we not come back over your house.
Speak for yourself. She got cookies. Relationship weight.
That's why you're in trouble now.
Hey.
Eating all my damn cookies.
We ain't gonna talk about them cookies right now. You throwing me on track. But even in a healthy relationship, we have to find a way to motivate ourselves to go ahead and go down and maintain them good healthy habits. Eating better. This was suggested I'm gonna talk to you about, baby. This came to me today or last night. When you make them good healthy meals, they throw me a couple pieces of fruit on there because I'm bad at not eating fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you throw a couple pieces of fruit on my plate, I'm guaranteed to eat it instead of me get up and go to the refrigerator for a snack or something like that. But she'll do that because I asked, and she has no problem with it because it's healthy. I'm gonna try to be around longer. I could be around longer. 2, it's just something she likes to do because she's happy in her relationship. But those are just some of the things I notice or have experienced as for challenges and rewards, and this is my male outlook on it. This is a time. Now this is a time I'm looking for comments. Anything that needs to be said, let's put it in the comments. Let's address it. Let's talk about it. We got some time. We got a few more minutes. I know it's Thursday. Oh, Wednesday. Oh Lord.
It's Wednesday.
Oh yeah. My bad. Back to the future. Guys, I'm looking for you right now. Besides contestant number 1, aka
no
Rick.
Guys on here but Rick. I think Keldrick fell off too.
But we need to address these things and think we do better. Because guys, women or ladies, I should say, ladies, they support each other. They motivate each other. A lot of times you see them in a lot of these groups. And guys, we don't do as much. All we do is, we talk and drink, but we don't necessarily uplift each other, support each other, and try to figure out what's going on with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the emotional health, we have to find a way for us to increase our emotional health. This is not a study. This is just my hypothesis. If you go back in time. Back in time.
Yes.
Hell, if Ike had some emotional health, he might not beat Tina so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Or he might not seen his dad whoop piece of
my emotional health that I brought to this, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. I would never discard anything you bring to the table. We need to figure out what's going on. Where we start making our mates a punching bag and more of a partner. Or we don't want to lash out them because we are under so much pressure, or because we're under pressure, and they're in our path, and they get to blunt. Yeah. We don't want, and let alone let the children see and start a cycle of what this crazy behavior is, and normalizing it. We try to live at that thing is where we say, hey, would you want your daughter to date a man like me?
Janelle said, this is something that you've been wanting to do, and she just said it. She says, I'm going to take my time reading this because you've been wanting to do this, and we have discussed this. So it's ironic that you said this, Jay. Marcus has brought this up to me several times. He wants me to help him get it started, but he needs the other brothers to help him get this started. So Janelle's comment was, I think there should be a Dar men's night once a month. Same for women. Well, women, we kind of got our thing.
Called brunch.
Yeah, we do our brunches a lot. And then Rick said, it was stated in the last discussion, you and I have the violent ones, bro. Rick, get your ass over here. Get off, Rick.
I've been blinking. I've been blinking 3 times. And no, I ain't seen police knock on my door yet.
And then Keldrick said the book addresses a lot of what you are discussing.
Yeah. So, several members of the group, male members, are rereading the book. I can't think of the title of it right now.
How can you not think of the title? You've been reading it or listening to it.
I've been listening. I ain't been reading shit. I've been listening to it.
What's the name of the book, Keldrick? What's the name of the book, bro? Because Marcus has been listening to it and don't know.
I ain't saying my memory's not the best in the world, but it is what it is. So what I will do, I will put the book, the title of the book, tomorrow or tonight in the dark.
Janelle said, "Send Rick the link, please."
He got it. He got it already.
Rick already got it, Jay. Rodney is the one that suggested the book. Just to let everyone know. He said, "I'm still waiting on the link, Marcus." And Keldrick has given the name of the book, Understanding the Purpose of a Man.
Yeah, and the other day I was reading. I wasn't reading. I was listening to chapter 4, and chapter 4 really was a good chapter. I don't want to go too deep into it, but some of the things that's addressed in the book is how men have lost our purpose, lost our defined roles, and how what we used to do has fallen and is starting to fall on a woman. When a message was once given to a man, and it wasn't, and once man stopped receiving it, I don't want to get into religion, but God had to give his message to somebody, and he was giving it to the woman to make sure his message still was getting out. So I'm not going to, but I'll put the link for those who would like to read it and go into it. Let me know if you want to join. Sometime in July, we're going to have a discussion on the first 5 chapters, which is being put together by Rodney. And for ladies, you can read the book. Hey, it's actually great. It's good reading for anybody. And if you want to send a book to a gentleman that you may think gets him out of it, go ahead. But that's pretty much today's topic. Is about any other comments? Anybody want to say anything? Oh, this is my.
Oh, okay.
That was
okay.
This didn't make the cut.
Okay.
I appreciate everybody for coming, listening, tuning in. We want to do more things with Dar. Start looking to the YouTube page. I'm putting more things on YouTube, and other things are coming soon. I won't say much. I won't say too little, but more to come. You want to say anything, baby?
Janelle says, I'm proud of you, bro.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
No, that was short and sweet. Thank you. I'm proud of you, too. I saw you with your burpees earlier. I'm proud of you. Getting it in.
Sandra said, thank you.
All right, sis.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If y'all can't tell, I'm over here trying to take my hair down. Yeah.
Multitasking.
Yeah, I was multitasking. I was being a producer and taking my hair down. I'm cold with it, y'all. So, thanks for tuning in. As you all know, I'm pretty much the talker. I think everybody know that by now. But I'm going to tell you all something. I continue to see gifts in this man. And I'm so glad that he is getting more and more comfortable with sharing what I get to see personally a lot with you all. He has a lot of very good insight. He has a lot of value to bring. And so I think that the man should come together and the man should definitely, bond and connect and talk about the things that you all find challenging in relationships. As women, we do this all the time. Yeah, we do it over brunch. Or we do it over, sitting on the patio. Or over wine, my favorite. But we have a safe space and a safe haven. And you all deserve that exact same thing. So I hope that the men definitely do come together to do that. Thank you, sis, for the safe travels message. Yes, it's going to be a long ride tomorrow. It's going to be a long day. So with that, y'all know I'm going to bed as soon as I get through taking this hair down. It's a wrap. So I'll be back in Dallas next week, and my mommy will be with me. Until next time, y'all.
Say goodnight, Kia.
Peace.
Good night. You know, I figure out how to turn this off, babe. Under finish.
Yep.
In broadcast.
And broadcast.